Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this All-Star special. In this week's episode, we recap this spectacular All-Star weekend that just went down. And then we're going to give you a nice little preview of what's to come for the remainder of the season. So stay tuned and keep it locked.
Stay right locked here in.
To On My Hoops.
On My Hoops, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to another banging episode of On My Hoops in our NBA All-Star Weekend Spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, we just had a hell of an All-Star Weekend. It went down. We see Jason Tatum go crazy in Utah. And we also gonna check out the remainder of the season and what's it gonna look like heading into this playoff run. But before we get into it, I'd like to introduce myself, John J. And with me, as always, is the one and only D Snow from the Go. Holla at him, Snow.
Man, that ish was lit. What a game, man. Hey, we saw everything we came to see and a little bit more, man. What a night, man. You see, I got my nightcap. We out here, enjoying some late NBA, acrobatics. It was crazy, man. I really enjoyed the show, man. How about you?
I did, man. It was a fun night, man. It took flight and threes and highlight dunks all night, man. It was spectacular. But before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, please go ahead and hit that like button, that share, that subscribe, and drop some comments down low. Tell us what you think about the show and what you thought about this All-Star spectacular weekend. But yeah, man, it was a heck of a weekend, man. And it started off Friday with that rookie game, man. Your boy Scoot Henderson, he showed up, but the man that stole the show for the whole little mini tournament was
Kuminga.
Grand Theft Alvarado.
I love the whole story behind El Dorado. That is so cool, especially how he wanted the ball and in that last moment to win it for the three and to bang it in that moment, undrafted and all, man. That's cold. Hey, you can't have number love for a little dude like that, man. He got it out the mud, for real.
Yeah, and he showed out while he was mic'd up, like he was on center stage. He showed out, like hats off to him. You could tell he had a blast out there. It was a great showing for him.
Oh man, I love the mix up of teams and lineups. I love the new format. That was sick, man. Like this might have been one of the best All-Star weekends in years, bro. For real. Like as a whole,
it kept it real competitive.
This was something that if you didn't watch it, you want to go back and check something. You might have missed something because it was an exciting weekend for real. Like man, it was lit. That was crazy.
Yeah. Quentin Grimes, he showed out.
Hand down, man down. Every time he put it up, I was like, book it. I mean, I think we see why DeRozan not getting no tick out there between him and Quickly. I mean, ain't no bench for DeRozan.
Yeah, but when I saw that rookie lineup with Paolo and Ivy and Jabari Smith, Keegan Murray, all out there together, I was like,
you said Alvarado stole the weekend. To me, Kuminga, oh my goodness, he was a man amongst boys out there. Kuminga was out there doing grown man ish. You could tell he had that championship drip all over him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm young like y'all, but I got a ring. I done this. So he was playing like that too. Like I enjoyed the show, man. Man, that boy was going nuts.
Yeah, it was a fun time, man. And it definitely was a good kickoff for this All-Star weekend. Leading up until Saturday. Saturday we had a it was a fun night, better than expected.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people, didn't have high hopes for the way it was going to end, but it ended in a way that you won't forget. But before we get into that, it started off with the skills competition, and shout out to the Utah Jazz team, the home squad, who Jordan Clarkson had to have been out there as the coolest man alive. He wasn't trying to run. He wasn't
Oh
trying to
my
do nothing
God,
too
he was
much.
missing all the shots, air balls, bricking. I wondered, well, was he on that pack on the court, bro? Because my man, he didn't care.
Yeah.
I think it's legal out there in Utah, so
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he shout out to him, Mr. Cool. And how about Antetokounmpo? Giannis couldn't play, so he had Drew Holiday fill in as one of his brothers. And they made a comment, one of the commentators, I can't remember which one, but they made a comment about if you the Holiday brothers, you upset about that. How you feel about that, Snow?
Yeah, I mean, Drew is one fugly. No, I'm just, oh, that's not right. I'm sorry, Drew. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. You got money, and it's probably a young lady that loves you. But yeah, you kind of on that. Let's say you more on the Flavor Flav side, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I mean, hey, if that's how they feel, that's how they feel. You know, I ain't here to judge no man's sexiness or not. But yeah, that was a shot. That was a shot, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know it was. Come on.
Well, I think his brothers might have something to say about him joining the honorary Antetokounmpo squad. But that was fun. But leading up to Dame Lillard winning the 3-point contest in his former college hometown. How about it? Dame time.
The old man, the Grizzly veteran. You know what I'm saying? Got all these young 22, 23, 24-year-olds out here shooting, and you got the 32-year-old savvy, seasoned veteran out here. And the thing about Dame, his stroke is perfect for the 3-point contest. His shot is just so, I mean, it's just effortless, bro. It's smooth and simple. He doesn't use a lot of energy in his shot. He can shoot all day. And we saw that all weekend. I mean, he didn't let up. He did this all weekend long. And shout out to Dame because he's continuing to show us why he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer with or without a ring. No doubt about it.
Yeah, Dame balled out. And shout out to those Indiana compadres that he went up against. I definitely was thinking Tyrese Halliburton had a strong shot to win with how he started off the competition.
31-point first round. He just had to say that round for the last round.
Man, you can say that again. But I enjoyed it. Dame put on a show just like this last event.
By the way, before we leave, they should not have had Julius Randle out there.
Yeah.
That was man out here looking like Scottie Pippen.
That was bad. That was bad. That was like one of the worst ever.
Oh my God. Yeah. Shout out to Julius Randle.
But later on that night, the dunk contest. And the last few years we have been getting some duds. It came back. It came back with the return of the Mac McClung.
Hey, we tried to tell him, bro. We tried to tell him.
We did. We mentioned his name. We said, y'all watch out for this kid. He got some. And he put on a show, man. This was the best one in a few years. What did you think about the competition?
The biggest thing that I loved about Saturday night dunk contest this year was how many guys hit they dunk on the first attempt, man. It was so nice, man. Because that was the thing that was killing. So I remember when they was giving guys like a minute to do a bunch of dunks. Like, I hated that. That was stupid. Like, man, just give me one dunk and go sit down, bro. You don't. This ain't no layup line. And it was wearing the guys out, if you ask me. So, I mean, that was the biggest thing and compliment I want to get those guys that I really enjoyed about the weekend with, that. But, I mean, come on, man. Matt McClung, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Hey, McClung was out there doing. Hey, shout out to the white boys that can't jump because we got one that can. Hey, on the
Yes,
real man.
sir.
Hey, in the last 5 days, Matt McClung went from the G League to the NBA, signed a sneaker deal with Puma, won the NBA dunk contest, and a 100K prize. That's almost the same amount he's earned his entire career, bro. Shout out to Matt McClung, man. Not only
Oh
did he
yeah.
show up and show out, but he earned him something, man. He having him a Jeremy Lin moment. You know what I'm talking
Yeah, yeah, that's a good
about?
one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
up. It's up for McClung right now.
Oh, for real. Yes, sir.
He
Yes, sir.
he's definitely living the high life. Like they said, a star was born. Fancy cars and fast jets now.
Oh, I got to go watch it again, just so I could. Oh man, it was pretty to watch. It was pretty to see him pull out some old school stuff and make it look clean, man. Like
Yeah,
you could tell this what he do, man. You could just tell like that was nothing for him, man. And we
yeah, and
enjoyed it, man.
he had a flair for it. He sold the crowd. It's
Hey,
over.
hey, when the last time a white boy won? Just being honest.
Brent Berry.
Dang, man. How many? Ooh, we have to. You have
That
to
was
find that
what,
stat.
like
Find that stat and drop that
90s,
under us. Yeah, yeah. Find that
96,
stat.
97, somewhere around there.
Yes, that guy. Make sure you hit. I need that because
Maybe
that's crazy,
99.
yo.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been 20 plus years.
On the anniversary of them bringing out the remake of White Men Can't Jump. Yeah, that's crazy, yo.
Yeah, yeah. And well, that brings me to the big show, the big game. And we just finished up watching this 2023 NBA All-Star game. First up, what did you think about the draft format and them doing it to start the game?
My man Giannis was off that Utah Jazz Salt Lake City pack. He trying to pick guys before it's time.
I want a job. Giannis, we on the reserve.
He said, no matter what, I'm getting John. I told the team Giannis was going to win. That's all I want to say. We're going to keep it moving, though. But I think it was cool, man, because anybody that's ever hooped, ever played 21, ever played 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 at the park, the YMCA, the LA Fitness, it ain't nothing like getting picked, bro. And I mean, like, we saw guys getting picked fast that you didn't expect. And it made them feel good too. And it was fun seeing that format to see like that fun side of it that some people that's not hoopers don't understand. And it was sweet. I really enjoyed it. For real, for
real. How about the Joker selecting himself to LeBron's squad?
How about JJJ going last like we both predicted?
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. That was fun though.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Giannis went with the smaller squad, but the shooters was hot. The shooters was hot.
Smaller squad.
We was a little bit off on our picks, but it ended up being a real fun event. But
oh yeah.
Just
and that's talk about before we talk about the bid dog, let's talk about Larry marketing, man. Hey, Larry marketing has
showed out for the home crowd.
He has stitched himself a career in the NBA, man. Not only did he look good, but he was balling. He didn't look like JJJ, and I'm not hating on the man. He's a decent player. He's going to be up there for Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think he belonged out there. Laurie belonged out there, man. I mean, he was catching oops, shooting threes, crossing people over. Like, man, shout out to Laurie marketing, man. I love seeing guys like that go through what they go through, but still show everybody what they really can be, man. And he showed us that tonight, man. I really enjoyed his game tonight.
Yeah, he played like an all-star, and you could tell he really enjoyed his first time, and he represented the hometown well. So big shout out to Laurie. I'm happy for him. It was good to see that. And he had some highlights. If he would have caught that last oop, oh my God, the crowd would have they would have been on fire. And I don't know which broadcast you was watching. They had TNT and TBS. The Inside the NBA crew was on TBS with Shaq, Kenny, Draymond, and Chuck.
Oh, I didn't know. I was watching TNT. I didn't know. Okay.
I had a little split screen going on. I had both of them going. And it was funny because, Chuck gonna keep it 100. He was like, man, it wasn't nothing to do this whole weekend out there in Utah. He was like, I'm gonna tell you, all y'all people here in Utah are going to heaven. It ain't nothing to do.
Hey, Chuck was up there a little slizzy. He was scummy up there on the stage, bro. Talking about it's a delay in my mic. It's a delay in my mic. No, yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Chuck. Happy birthday to Barkley, man. You know, I always got love for Sir Charles and what he's done in the league, as well as in the broadcast booth and the podcast world. Like, man, Charles the GOAT. He out here doing his thing, man. You know, happy birthday to Big Chuck.
Shout out to him and the Joker being the first player to ever start the All-Star game on his birthday.
Yeah, that's pretty lit.
That was awesome. That was dope.
Hey, Joker did look like he didn't fit. Am I lying? Even though this man
they kept trying to throw oops. He about that life.
He kept ooping like, finger roll.
You take the ball out of his hand, you kind of make it ineffective.
He is just, and I've seen guys like that before. He's just a true hooper, bro. He's not flash at all. He just gets it done. You know, straight up, like Mr. Fundamentals 2.0, for real.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the stars of the night, though. Let's talk about Dame some more, man. Hey, Dame. Just wish Dame would leave Portland and go somewhere so we can see him in the playoffs. And I want to see Dame deep in the playoffs, doing what Dame does, putting up those shots, showing that heart that some players don't get, man. Like Damian Lillard really showed off this weekend to be a lot of these older vets. Sometimes, like during the All-Star weekend, they take off, they go to Cabo, they come to the festivities and just kind of sit around and don't. He was out there like a little kid having fun, man. And I really enjoy seeing that man do his thing, man. And oh man, that one shot he hit from past half court, that was butter. I mean, man,
yeah.
hey man, man, gotta love some Dame Lillard. I had to put a little love on Dame right quick, man. It was sweet watching him do his thing tonight, for real.
Yeah, no doubt. He called Dame time and won it. So shout out. He definitely put on the show. What he had, like 26 points.
Yeah,
Dame ball. But let's talk about the star of the night.
The elephant in the room.
J-Tay with the double nickel, an all-star
double
record.
Nickel.
he had hate in his eyes the whole night.
Bro,
no
he
came at him.
Yeah. You know what? I think he's feeling slighted over the whole MVP thing because everybody's talking about everybody but him. They saying the only reason why the Celtics are good is because of him and Brown. And I think he's starting to feel that heat. And he don't like it. And you know that's my guy. You know, I've been saying that he's going to get an MVP in the next 5 years for the last couple of years because he has that type of game and he won it. And tonight, man, like, I mean, this is a chance when you're playing with your peers, the stars amongst stars, the superstars. And man, he really shined brighter than everybody out there tonight. Like he did whatever he wanted to. I guess his own teammate as well.
Yeah, that was fun to see.
Yeah, but, that was cool. That was cool.
I think he's been trying to do this the last few years. He's been showing up and showing out on the big stage. And he wants to be recognized as one of the top dogs. You could tell every time LeBron, when it started off, when LeBron went at him, he came right back with it. Later down the line, like you said, his teammate, Jaylen Brown, got at him. He came back with him and then put the clamps on him at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, he was the star among stars tonight. He
gonna get to say, "Hey, Deuce, Daddy put up a double nickel
with 10 boards, 6 assists."
Hey, man, that was a nice All-Star game, man. People were playing a little bit of defense. It wasn't just a lot of Olay, you know. Hopefully, LeBron didn't sustain a real injury out there. Hopefully, that was just they got him out of there early to hold him off. Hopefully, that wasn't nothing real because we don't need that. But Ja was flying around.
Yeah. Ja had a 360, 540, whatever. Ja, yeah.
Hey, did you see when they interviewed? Oh yeah, we got Spider had a hot 40 piece.
With 10 assists.
Bro, he put up 40 like it was easy too. Like man, once again, I'm gonna say this, and Jalen Brunson is having a great season for the Knicks. But man, imagine if they had him and Spider together. Man, I really think they'd be top 4 in the NBA right now. Seriously, I think they would have really fit together, and I think that team would have went to another level.
And Spider was on the mic on the TBS broadcast when he started that barrage. Shaq was like, "Pull up, shoot right now." He did it, and then he just kept doing it from that point on. That third quarter, so chalk that up to Shaq. Shaq was like, "Pull up right now." He was like,
Yeah, Team LeBron really like after that first quarter, it just like you said, not only did Tatum take over the game, but that team full of small guys, they started going to work. I mean, it was fast break. And remember, that's what we talked about in the chat on our last episode. I'm like, are we gonna kill y'all in a fast break? I knew that. You know, with them young guns, that's a young, talented all-star team that we watched tonight. Young guys, all under 30. You know, and I was fun seeing Dame be the elder statesman out there doing his thing, man, and leading the charge. Like that was cool, man. I hope they don't never change. I really like this setup. I hope this is how we do it, you know, year in and year out.
Yeah, it was cool to watch. And Team LeBron, they would have won if they would have went with my squad because I had the guards. You know what I'm saying? It was go time.
Yeah, they took Embiid. I was like, oh, damn, he just took my guy.
They took Embiid and Jokic.
Yeah, they was not.
Embiid and Jokic. That surprised me. That surprised me if Giannis knew he was going to sit down. I thought he would have make sure he had another big. But
he said, "No, man, we finna run a gun.
Young
Lamborghinis all night."
Laurie got it done.
Hey, Giannis kept saying, "Is Luka hurt? Is Luka hurt?" Because he was kind of chugging around. I hear people always saying he out of shape, and I'm starting to kind of maybe believe that because he does chug around a lot.
Maybe he only played like 2-3 games since his injury. Maybe he just trying to keep it slow motion and not overextend and be ready for the playoffs. Kyrie ball though.
Oh, come on, man! Another little
and
easy.
It was silent too.
Oh man, I looked up. He had 30. It was like he had 12, then he had 30. Then I was like, "Dad!" But
Kyrie that's kind of 32, 15 assists, and 7 rebounds.
Hey, bro, his layup package. His layup package is a 101, bro. His layups is clean, bro. He flicky. Yeah, I love his layup package, man. But yeah, the stars came out and showed up tonight, man. Including LeBron, man. Hey, LeBron continues to amaze me, bro. I got to give him love, man. Like, I mean, the level of play to see some of the stuff he was out there still doing, throwing lobs to himself, coming baseline, tomahawk, like, bro, man, you gotta give a shout out to that man for still being able to be LeBron and not being a shell of himself at this stage. Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. And that kind of actually leads me into the next little topic. What did you think about that little LBJ tribute that they did?
Simply amazing, man. That was really, really cool what they did. He deserves it. He's earned that. You know how much he put into that for the fact that he took off those games right after it finally happened. So you could tell that he really pushed himself. And remember, we talked about that. I said that this is draining on him and the team because this is a big, big monumental record that people didn't really see coming. And it came at a really pivotal time in the season when they fighting trying to just, get the right seating going into the latter part of the season. But you could just it was a great moment to see him, get his flowers. We always talk about people should get their flowers while they're here, and that was a great moment to see them, really, really shower him like that, as well as, some other guys. I saw Paul Gasol got the little Kobe Bryant award. I love the way the NBA shows, love for when guys are giving back and, when guys achieve big moments like LeBron did.
Yeah, it was real cool. And, when he broke the record, we spent so much time on our last All-Star episode, we didn't really get a chance to talk much about or at all about him breaking the record. So I'm going to take a quick little moment just to talk about it. It was an amazing night that night. All the stars was in the house. You could tell he had it made up in his mind from the get-go. It was game time. He was taking it that night. He wasn't even going to show up the next day. And he did. And it was a spectacular event that night. And he hit it with one of his trademark fadeaways. So, shout out to him.
And the big moment for me was when he asked Bronny, they were talking about how many, okay, I need 16, so that's 8 a quarter. And, Bronny like, go get it. He said, okay. Like any dude that loves ball, has a son, like those are the moments that you like dream of, like being able to reach a moment like that, have your kids sitting there to enjoy it with you. And that was so cool. Like, I can't wait to see the 30 for 30 or movie or whatever they do. That's going to be really, really sweet watching, him chase that record. And I'm going to go out on a ledge to say that once he retires, like, I don't think nobody's going to reach wherever he's going with it now. Like, we never thought nobody would reach Kareem. And for what he's done and sustained over career, we'll see. I don't think we'll ever see another LeBron, a guy that can sustain what he's doing. And he's still got, gas in the tank. It's not over. He could be able to get that thing up, 40 plus.
Yeah.
So and
really put it out of reach.
Yeah, and KD, as great of a player he is, even if he played the next 10 years, I don't think you're gonna catch him. That's gonna be tough, with the injuries he sustained, So man, shout out to LeBron, man. Like, that's a big, big record, man. That does give him another notch in the belt, another bullet in the holster when it comes to the GOAT conversation. If you say it doesn't, you lying to yourself, because that is big. And when you look at the top five, all the guys in the top five, those are all killers. And for LeBron to be above the names like, Kareem and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and, and the great Karl Malone, like that's big, so I think sometimes people just hate, don't want to respect, greatness, but you got to take your hats off to this one, man. Like, this is big. And to be top five in assists, like, come on, man, what are we talking about?
Yeah. Amazing accomplishment.
Yeah.
You can't deny, whether you want to call him the GOAT or not, nobody can deny he is one of the greatest of all time.
One-on-one, man.
Biggest legends.
I'm starting to look at him as a one-on-one. You know how Mike is. He's just a different category. He for sure the greatest small forward of all time.
Definitely the best of his era.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Without a doubt.
Well, even though Steph Curry got something to say about that, but we'll do that on another.
Yeah, but I still I'll give that one to LeBron.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm just being silly.
But let's stay on LeBron for a minute, and because their team made some moves, and we're getting down to the wire, heading into this back half of the season. Well, you say half, but it's about a third, really. You think LeBron and the squad, those Lakers, gonna make the playoffs?
Yes, I do. I actually truly believe that they're gonna get in that sixth position. I think that with the moves they've made, with guys having all that time off because of injuries and being fresher for this last 20 to 25 games, whatever it is that's left, I really think that the Lakers have a great opportunity with, this is the softer side of the schedule too coming up. They got a chance to really make a quick run, and you see how, and this is what's crazy. You don't really want to be in the top spots. If you look at the top spots right now, who's there? Yes, those teams are playing well, but we all know in the playoffs it's different. You could be a number one, number two seed and get out there and go play against the Clippers, the Lakers, some of these, Phoenix. You don't want to see one of these teams at 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think the Lakers are in a good position to not only, make the playoffs, but make a run depending on who they get. I think things are really going to shake up over the last part of the season, and I'm excited to watch things play out, man. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Just right now, looking at their record, they're 2 games out of the play-in spot, the 10th seed, but only 4 games, well, 3.5 games out of the 6th seed. So it's still bunched up tight. That West has been pretty tight all season. And we get into that crunch time where only the strong survive. And I do think they're gonna make a nice run.
If what we saw from them that last game before the All-Star break is a carbon copy of what they can do moving forward, oh man, we might see run and gun Lakers again. Those young guys they infused into that lineup is really gonna give LeBron a spell when it comes to having to exert so much energy on defense, getting back, as well as, him being able to sit down sometimes. D'Lo looked like he got something to prove. I'm excited, man, about the last part of the season, especially once we see what KD's going to like, man. The West is back, man. The West did not like how we said the East was the toughest, and they fixed that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they flipped it right on their head.
They flipped that on his head, man.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be fun to watch coming down this crunch time.
Yes, sir.
And before we get up out of here, I just want to do a quick little glance ahead at this week's upcoming schedule.
We
You
got
know, it's a short week because of All-Star week, so the games don't come back until Thursday. But it comes back with a full slate. Denver Nuggets at the Cleveland Cavs on Thursday. Boston at Indiana, a classic rivalry. Memphis at Philly on TNT. That one is gonna be fire. And then New Orleans at Toronto with that young Jakob Pertl out there. Let's see what type of run Toronto makes. Um, Oklahoma City at Utah. Those are a couple teams that's battling in front of the Lakers. See what happens there. And then the Golden State Warriors at the Lakers. So hopefully everything's good with LeBron in his hand and he's out there ready to go because that
gonna be a
is
great
going to
matchup.
be a,
Oh, that's gonna be a great matchup.
as they say, barn burner.
Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski.
Then we got Dame time against Swiper the Fox that same night. So that's definitely fire. Then the next
Dame
day.
leading the league in scoring right now.
Yes, sir. Then you got the Knicks on Friday going against Washington. Washington has been playing real good. Bradley Beal is back healthy. It's a team to watch in that Eastern Conference race, play-in race, that is. And the Cavs at the Hawks, you know, two teams with those big-time backcourts that we had very high hopes for heading into the season.
Mm-hmm.
Miami at Milwaukee, another tough rivalry. That should be a nice physical game.
Yes, especially once they plug Kevin Love in. Oh, man, Miami that was a nice pickup for them, man.
Yeah, buddy. Then OKC at Phoenix. That should be a good one. And then the Kings at the Clippers that same night.
I'm hearing KD's supposed to be coming back sometime in the next week or so. So,
yeah,
20 games is all it really takes for a team to gel. They got to stay healthy, but I think, man, Phoenix is gonna make some noise, man. We both believe it's hard to win one the first year you put a team together. I think it's gonna be tough because it is some established heat out there, but man, KD really puts them over the top with a guy like Booker and a real point guard, and Aiden is really, really a serviceable center. Like I really like what they got, especially the couple of little signings. Like Terrence Ross really played well for them that last game before the break. I mean, we're seeing maybe Reggie Jackson. Like, hey man, hey the NBA, get ready, NBA fans. This is getting ready to get exciting. Hey, we're getting ready to have real NBA drama storylines. It's going to be some great games. Guys going to be playing hard down the stretch. We won't see that, we're going to sit out the last few games of the season crap this year. Guys are going to be playing to the end because it matters this year. This is a different season.
Yeah, these races are tight. And then Saturday, February 25th, the New Orleans Pelicans at the Knicks at the Garden. That should be a fire one. And then the Nuggets at the Grizz. And then the Celtics at the Sixers. It's up. And then we're going to finish out the week. Sunday, Phoenix at Milwaukee. Brooklyn at Atlanta. Those new look Nets. The Wizards at the Bulls. Big time play-in implications. The Lakers at the Mavericks. The Raptors at the Cavs. The Kings at the Thunder. The Wolves at the Warriors. The Clippers at the Nuggets.
They come with uppercuts right out the gate.
Time.
They come with uppercuts right out the gate.
The NBA is not wasting time, ladies and gentlemen. They are coming with heavy firepower to end this thing. So comment down below which one of those upcoming matchups are you looking forward to the most. I can't wait till that Sunday. That Sunday is nothing but heat that entire night, day and night.
Uber Eats and just chill and watch basketball all day.
Yeah, it's going down. So, ladies and gentlemen, a quicker show than usual, but we got the All-Star weekend and a nice little break coming up.
Before we get out of here, though, I got to make sure I show a little love to the OKC Thunder, man. They were really represented very well this weekend, and you don't hear that in the last 5 years from that team. Not only in the Rising Stars, but having an All-Star. I mean, they were supposed to be tanking this year, and it really felt good to see some of their young guys out there. I mean, man, they got a nice young nucleus on. I want to give a little love to OKC because, I mean, they're a team that wasn't even supposed to be there, and they were really well represented this weekend.
Yeah, no doubt. And they're being competitive and still in the Women Yamba sweepstakes. So it could get real ugly out there. So stay tuned to that storyline, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, imagine him and Chet Holmgren. The Twin Towers.
I don't even want to think about it.
That would be nuts, man. That would be ugly, bro.
That could
team
be
could
a
be
decade of disaster for the rest of the league.
That could turn the
Shay
tables.
G and Giddy.
Yeah, no, they can pay everybody. Somebody had to go to the field. That money it's gonna get tough.
Yeah.
Shay G gonna want that max on. He done owed him. He done got him an all-star and all of that. So you know how that go.
Yeah, he already got a big check already, but it's gonna get bigger, most definitely. But ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you for hanging in tight. If you're still with us, please drop a like, share, subscribe, comment, tell everybody you know, and how we bring it, how we coming. We your favorite new place for NBA content.
We got the hoops game in the stronghold. We own this. We in the trenches, man. Come on down here with us, man. Show us some love. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And from us here at the On My Hoops podcast, we love you, and we out. Peace.
Stay warm out there.
Yes, sir.